Welcome to the Professor Slots Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. John Friedel, but please call me John. I help slots enthusiasts improve their gambling performance with next-level tactics and strategies. Want to accelerate your slots journey, be more profitable, and understand casinos better to take advantage of them? I have over a decade of experience working with slots enthusiasts just like you, so you're in the right place. In case you missed it on my last episode, I went over what's better than my 5-spin method, although less popular online, and Arizona slots. I hope you enjoyed listening to my last episode as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Today's episode number 174 includes Arkansas slots later in the episode, but I'll begin for you today with when to walk away from a slot machine. Everybody remembers the first time they walked into a casino, but what was it like to walk away from that casino at the end of your visit? And how successful are you at leaving a losing machine? Do you remember the first time you walked into a casino to play a slot machine? Perhaps it was last week, or like me, nearly 2 decades ago. I was on my way home to graduate school at Iowa State University from visiting family in Michigan. Having gotten bored with a straight drive from Iowa State, under Chicago, then up to my family's home near Flint, and also with some time on my hands, I decided to drive home through Michigan's Upper Peninsula, over to Duluth, then straight down to Ames, Iowa. I'd started for home relatively late in the day, so I knew I'd need to stay at a hotel to get an early start the following day. I ended up staying near Muskegon in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Well, during the hotel check-in, I got my first gift of free slots play. Not that I understood what it was. They gave me $20 in tokens for the nearby Keewaydin Tribal Casino. So I walked into a casino for the first time. Free slots play for the first time you walk into a casino is meant to be just the beginning of what you spend. You know that, right? It's designed by casinos to get you to walk in. Of course it is. When I walked into Keewaydin Casino in Manistee with $20 in tokens, was that all I spent? No, it was not. I also spent travel money. Not all of it, I'm glad to say. Perhaps as much as $50? I still had enough to get home and eat something expensive along the way. What happened was that I was overwhelmed by the casino environment. It was dark and bright at the same time. Cigarette and cigar smoke hung in the air. When I left, I stank of tobacco smoke with my blinking eyes turning red. I'm allergic to tobacco smoke. And my wallet too light to be comfortable. I firmly believe this was the best outcome I could have ever gotten from my first casino visit. When it came right down to it, I still had enough money to get home. Imagine how that first casino visit would have gone if I'd won anything. Imagine how it would have gone if I'd had a couple of drinks. Your first casino visit doesn't have to be this way for you. I love hearing stories from my audience about casino visits being a coming-of-age family event. That is far safer than what I, and perhaps you, went through alone. Earlier this year, I put out a multi-question survey to my audience. One of its questions was, what tactics are you most interested in learning about to improve your slots play? The third most significant response was leaving, while other content has covered the first and second biggest responses. There are a lot of different ways to look at leaving, as individual survey responses made clear. Let's start at the beginning. I'm not deliberately trying to get anyone to play slot machines. Frankly, there are already enough people going to casinos. The parking lots are often full, so I don't deliberately promote my content to non-gamblers. Nevertheless, while I don't seek out non-gamblers and try to make them gamblers, I also can't prevent them from seeing my content. So, just in case that's you, this is where I mention my golden rule of slots. Never bring to the casino more money than you can comfortably afford to lose. Just leave your credit cards and ATM cards at home or in the car. Leaving a casino before spending too much takes practice. So does walking away from a slot machine before spending your bankroll. Both types of leaving go together. But let's back up a step. Let's say you found a winning slot machine, either by using my methods or perhaps your own. Good for you. But what happens if it stops being a winner? Let's say you found a winning slot machine by using my tough love approach. You make 10 bets, and if you don't win anything, you walk away. If you do win anything at all, continue to make 20 total bets. That's when you must make a tentative decision if it's a winning machine. Is it worth continuing to 100 bets? Yes? No? It's your call. If yes, continue another 80 bets until you make 100 total bets on that machine. That is the point where you decide. In your opinion, is it a winning machine? Not might it be a winning machine in the future, but is it right now? If you decide it is a winning machine, then play it. But then it stops being a winner. That can happen after 10 minutes, 2 hours, or the next day. Slot machine odds are scheduled to change eventually, with you being none the wiser, except you're now losing. So you're on a winning machine when the odds suddenly change due to a long planned schedule for that machine. Not because you're playing it, but because it's that time in the casino's plan. Have you noticed this happening? I have. I've won on a machine for an hour, making 1,000 bets for an increasing bankroll when everything changed. And I noticed that change often happens at the top of the hour. Before the hour, I was winning. After the hour, I wasn't. I'm still observing and learning, but if you've played a winning machine, you might want to go easy when the hour changes over. 6 p.m. precisely or 7 p.m. precisely, that sort of thing. I've become cautious with my betting at the top of the hour. Since we're discussing these observational skills we all need to develop and get better at, I've also noticed when odds stay the same, but bonuses go away on the hour. To be clear, for about an hour, I got bonus round after bonus round and made a profit from that machine. Then, on the hour, bonuses stopped. 0, zilch, none. But I was still winning the same profit because the reels would often stop on a winning reel combination. But no more bonus rounds. That went on for another hour until at 7 p.m. on the hour at Miami Valley Gaming in Ohio, it abruptly stopped being a winning machine. Being able to walk away is about two things. First, making observations based on the actual control over odds that casinos do and do not have over the slot machine you're playing. And second, your emotional control, or for some, loss of emotional control. I want you to have fun playing slot machines. Of course I do. But losing control doesn't help you observe when you're no longer winning. These feelings can be subtle. For some, it's the challenge of trying to beat a machine. I mean, it will give out a win eventually, right? No, it doesn't. Other out-of-control feelings don't seem out of control. Instead, it's about not having control. For instance, by not having a plan. That's when you give over control to the casino. Most slots enthusiasts are like this. Not us, of course, but those other slots enthusiasts that help casinos pay their expensive utility bills and employee payroll, plus make a decent profit for their investors. Slots enthusiasts do this by choosing slot machines at random and not taking into consideration how slot machine systems function in casino environments. Their actions bring randomness to playing slots. For them, winning is random because they made it so. In summary, leaving a losing machine is a challenge slots enthusiasts must face. We want to walk away when losing bankroll, but doing so takes practice. Luckily, it's a learnable skill. Improve your slots performance in 30 days or less with my 30 Days to Play Slots Smarter and Win. You also get 3 free valuable bonuses, including 1 month free to my Slots IQ membership group, where you'll get community support and accountability. Visit ProfessorSlots.com/30days to learn more about the free bonuses, course content, and testimonials from participants. The price of the course is increasing in a few days at the end of July 2022. It will no longer be 40% off for an $80 savings as of midnight on Sunday, July 31st. If you've purchased the course already, you're good to go thanks to your bonus for lifetime access. If you've been on the fence about purchasing it, now's the time. Act now. In the next segment of the show, I provide a brief overview of the current state of gambling in a U.S. state, territory, or the federal district, emphasizing the gaming industry for slots enthusiasts. Let's go over Arkansas's gaming industry for playing slots. Arkansas slot machine casino gambling consists of 2 casinos with racetracks and 1 tribal casino, all with an unusual form of Class II skill-based gaming machines. The minimum legal gambling limit in Arkansas depends upon the gambling activity. For land-based casinos and poker rooms, it's 21. For bingo, the lottery, and parimutuel wagering, it's 18. State law allows Class II skill-based gaming machines, but only if approved by local municipalities. The competition-style slot machines must have an element of skill included with a device. However, in Arkansas, this decision-making feature on a secondary screen is often unused by players. The primary game theme played is often a Vegas-style game of chance. The state legislature permitted skill-based gaming machines at Arkansas's 2 racetracks with Act 1151 of 2005, the Local Option Horse Racing and Greyhound Racing Electronic Games of Skill Act. Further, the governor legalized the state's tribes through negotiated tribal-state compacts to offer slot machines on their reservations in 1993. However, one of these proposed tribal casinos is not yet open. Next up is a usually short statement about slot machine private ownership, which I have included in case you live in this U.S. state and are considering owning a slot machine. Here it is. All slot machines are legal to own privately. The Arkansas State Gaming Commission is the Electronic Games of Skill section within the Arkansas Department of Finance and Administration, DFA. The section is responsible for gaming regulation and compliance of skill-based games in Arkansas. In this section, I'll discuss Arkansas gambling establishments. Arkansas has 2 commercial casinos and 1 open American Indian tribal casino and 1 proposed tribal casino. The largest casino in Arkansas is Sarasec Casino Resort in Pine Bluff. The second largest casino in Arkansas is Southland Park Gaming and Racing in West Memphis. The two commercial casinos in Arkansas are 1. Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort in Hot Springs, 57 miles southwest of Little Rock, and 2. Southland Park Gaming and Racing in West Memphis, 132 miles east and north of Little Rock on the eastern state border near the Mississippi River. These pari-mutuel wagering facilities with skill-based slot machines have a rich history going back over 100 years. The one open tribal casino in Arkansas is Sarasent Casino Resort in Pine Bluff, 47 miles southwest of Little Rock. The one proposed tribal casino in Arkansas is River Valley Casino Resort in Russellville, 78 miles northwest of Little Rock. A complete list of Arkansas casinos, along with a map, are on my webpage for the state at professorslots.com/AR. As an alternative to enjoying Arkansas slot machine casino gambling, consider exploring casino options in a nearby state. Bordering Arkansas is to the north, Missouri, to the east, Mississippi and Tennessee, to the south, Louisiana, and to the southwest, Texas. To visit any of my articles on these U.S. states, simply visit professorslots.com followed by its 2-letter postal designation. For example, my Missouri slots article is available at professorslots.com/MO. The state legislature requires electronic games of skill have a minimum theoretical payout of 83% over the expected lifetime of the game. There is no maximum theoretical payout limit. The Electronic Games of Skill Miscellaneous Tax section of the DFA provides the gaming machine revenues for machines at dog and horse racetracks. These publicly available amounts are insufficient to calculate player win percentages. In summary, Arkansas slot machine casino gambling consists of 2 racetracks and 1 open tribal casino with gaming machines with a minimum theoretical payout limit of 83%. Improve your slots performance in 30 days or less with my 30 days to play slots smarter and win. You also get 3 free valuable bonuses, including 1 month free to my Slots IQ membership group, where you get community support and accountability. Visit professorslots.com/30days to learn more about the free bonuses, course content, and testimonials from participants. The price of the course is increasing in a few days at the end of July 2022. It will no longer be 40% off for an $80 savings as of midnight on Sunday, July 31st. If you've purchased the course already, you're good to go thanks to your bonus for lifetime access. If you've been on the fence about purchasing it, now's the time. Act now. The next episode of the Professor Slots podcast will include another slots-related topic and a review of the slots industry in California. That's the end of another great episode of the Professor Slots podcast. Thanks so much for listening. I plan to have the next episode come out very soon for you, where I'll have more amazing content for the show. Until the next episode, have fun, be safe, and make good choices. Bye.